For those of you that don't know me yet, I'm Eric, and this is Bertha, my 1980 Chevrolet G20 camper van with the Funcraft high-top conversion. Why don't you come on in and you can see what she looks like. So this is where the magic happens. We have the couch bed set up. I have it on slats where you can pull the bed all the way out and then use the backrest here as a mattress extension so that you can have 2 people sleeping here really comfortably. I have my passenger seat fully turned around so I can put my bags here because I don't really have people coming in here with me that often, so I might as well utilize the space for something and hide some stuff behind the curtains here because Vancouver is known to have some theft issues. So one of the big benefits of having the high top is having all of the storage space up top. Now let me tell you, it is a benefit and a downfall because then you bring more stuff than you need. So I've got 3 bins up here. This is my shirts bin and sweaters. This is my pants, socks, and underwear. And this is my miscellaneous bin with stuff like my down sleeping bag for my hiking and backpacking trips. This is the bed. So you can see, I can lay down and not touch the wall. It's quite comfortable. It's a 4-inch foam mattress. And yeah, I got windows right here with the roll down shades. I just have them stuck with some double-sided tape at the top. If I was to have another van, I would probably go for a cargo van because there's a lot of heat that comes in the summertime and there's a lot of heat that goes out in the wintertime. But I'll show you how I fix that. These are both my battery monitor and my diesel heater. Obviously, don't need to use that in the summertime, but in the wintertime, I let it run lots. But the thing about diesel heaters are, they're either on or off. You can have them go on its lowest setting, but when you're in such a small space like this, it'll get overheated very fast. So, for anyone with a Chinese diesel heater, like one that you'd get on Amazon, something like this, get this. Burek Chinese diesel heater thermostat. Best investment ever. It copies the remote signal off of your diesel heater. It will turn on at a certain temperature and then turn off at a certain temperature. So for me, I have it set for like 23 degrees Celsius, and then it'll turn off and then let the temperature get brought down to like 17 or 18 degrees Celsius and then kick back on. Best investment ever. And they have a fantastic warranty because the first one I bought, unfortunately, kind of crapped out. One email, they sent me a brand new one, no cost whatsoever. So, yeah, as you can see, this is my Polaroid wall of all the memories that I've had in this van. All right, this is kind of where I do all my cooking and cleaning. As you can see, I got all my cleaning stuff is on this side, and then personal items are on this side. So, it's gonna be messy up here because I don't do a ton of cooking in here. But we got bowls, we got aluminum foil, we got cups, we got my pour over, we got everything you could ever want. Pots, pans, cutting board, and then paper plates and forks, because sometimes we'll do something called a Bertha barbecue, and I'll bring Bertha somewhere and then I'll cook everyone food because it's kind of fun. Inside this side is our pantry for food. It's just a typical messy pantry. Nothing too much in there. These saved my life. Induction cooktop from IKEA. Works great. I have a 170 amp hour lithium Renogy battery. Most of the time, works great. Right now, not working so great. That's the thing about being in the van. Right when you think you have everything figured out, something breaks. So, battery, we're diagnosing right now. I also have a backup butane stove by Coleman. A couple chairs, table, you know, the whole setup. So that's pretty nice for the Bertha barbecues. How are you? You doing good? Good. Jackets. Rain jacket, sweater. Never know when you need either. You're in Vancouver. You could need one in the morning and then give it back at night. I also have my Arc'teryx Atom. Best sweater jacket ever. Nice and light. When it's hot, you don't get too hot. When it's cold, you don't get too cold. Really good. This was a lifesaver. Sea to Summit. It's a quick dry microfiber towel. It hangs right here. Whenever I go to the gym, that's what I use for a towel. 400 watts of solar on the roof. Not bad. Works great. 20 amp DC to DC charger. Works great most of the time. Sometimes it kills my car battery because I'm pretty sure I only have like a 20 amp alternator. So I have a little switch that I use as a quick disconnect. Whenever I'm like 10 minutes away from my destination, turn it off, let the battery charge up to the starter. I installed a horn today because we didn't have a horn for the first 4 years of ownership. I didn't admit that. Anyways, yeah, this is the inside of the van. Not bad. I've got like a couple other cupboards at the bottom. Garbage. My handy dandy dustpan, which hangs at the door. Here is where I keep my suit jackets for work and my other jackets. And then also, down below, there's a little toilet. So, the way this toilet works. Toilet paper, should you need it. Please use toilet paper. But, pull the toilet out. Lid comes off. Let's use the toilet seat. But then it's actually just a pail. And I put like one of those paint handles inside of it. You can pee into that, and then you can poop into the bag. Got a bag of sawdust in the back. Throw a thing of sawdust on top. No smell. It's awesome. Dump out the pee into a bottle. Go throw it out. Do whatever you need to do. Go pee outside. Whatever your sitch is. But yeah, it's a cool little setup that I like kind of did some modification to with that paint pan, whatever you want to call it. It only starts to stink when your pee and poo mixes, so just don't mix your pee and poo. Just pee into the paint pail. Try saying that 10 times fast. Paint pail, paint pail. I don't know, I'm not very good at making these videos. I wanted to show you guys what this was like though. So, toilet goes back, door closes. I got latches on all these doors like that. So, easy peasy. Since there's no passenger seat, there's more room for storage. Is it healthy storage? No. But, what do you do? This used to be antifreeze. Now it's for another yellow liquid. Sometimes you just don't want to use the pee pail. I've got this draft stopper that I throw at the door because sometimes the door doesn't close all the way. In the wintertime, it gets quite cold. So I throw that in the door, stops some draft from coming in. 2 folding chairs, folding table, my Coleman stove, and my centerpiece is my paddleboard. $200. Not so bad. But yeah, we got like this blackout curtain that I put in between the two, and then I put nicer curtains on the inside so that it looks a little bit nicer when I'm inside of it. I also have shoes in the front that I don't wear super often. Probably don't need all of them, but I guess space like that, what else are you going to use it for? So rather have too much space than not enough space. I installed speakers into the door with a Apple CarPlay head unit, so that's nice. I like having Apple CarPlay. When I bought Bertha, she was sad. Her engine was blown. She needed a fix. So Grandpa Jerry came to the rescue. Grandpa Jerry used to be a journeyman mechanic in Saskatchewan. And he said, you know what? I'm going to help you out. So we replaced the engine. Appreciate you, Grandpa. You have no idea. One of my role models. I installed a horn today. That was good. But we got the Chevy 350 inside of here with the turbo 350 transmission. Here is my here's my battery isolator. So it takes the power from the alternator, puts it into here, and then puts it into the battery. It's supposed to have another spot for going to the house battery, but it snapped off. So it's probably why my DC to DC charger kills my battery, because I have it just hooked right up to the positive terminal. But yeah, there's not much to see in here because there's no air conditioner. It's au naturel, baby. We open that window and take care of the heat the natural way. As you can see, my garbage is at the driver's door because I just moved it out of the van after I cleaned it. Now, welcoming you to the main event where 90% of the time is spent. The driver's seat. So, I put these funky new panels on. I went to Dollarama, got some foam board, got some of their wallpaper, wrapped it, cut it to shape, put it on. Works good enough for me. It's just your typical old van on the inside. Come on in. Horn doesn't work on the thing, but I installed a little button right here. So, not bad. It's very basic, as you can tell. This is my Apple CarPlay head unit. Not so shabby. It's a little bit crammed in here with all my stuff because I'm a bit of a hoarder. It's probably my toxic trait. But yeah, this is where most of the magic happens. There's no cup holders in here. So what I actually had to do was take a magnet on the bottom of this and put a magnet on the opposite side of that. Cup holder. Nice and easy. Oh, it's Emily and me. Oh, am I going to call to work? Nope, that's just Kidors. No worries. Okay, so yeah, I got this nice little sticker of the van when I went to Tofino a few years ago. And there's the horn button. I'm quite happy about that horn button. For those of you that are new, you probably don't know, this isn't the original paint. I did this in the Home Depot parking lot. Not bad. It turned out pretty good. Not perfect, but we do everything to the best of our ability not to have it perfect. So, yeah, as you can see, up top we got the solar panels. And yeah, I'll bring it to the back of the vehicle. Important stuff. So, we got water. 120 liter tank. I got it from Canadian Tire. Not so bad. We got the fridge back there, everything. Toolbox. Never buy a 1980 Chevy and not have a toolbox. Waste. And yeah, air pump. So, I don't know, I keep my hip waders back there. The fuel tank for the Chinese diesel heater right there. And yeah, oh, up top, best purchase in a while. Get a kettle. Yes. I don't know how many times that took me, probably more than what I'd like to admit. I also have a little vacuum cleaner, Costco, not so bad. Nice for the quick little easy pickups here, there, and everywhere. Then, for whenever I'm in a pinch and I don't have access to an Anytime Fitness or Good Life, I have a portable shower. You just drop that end into a bucket, preferably after I heated the water with the induction cooktop or Coleman stove. Turn it on. You can hear it running. Probably not right good to run it dry, but yeah, it's kind of nice for if you just need to shower off after a hot day, need to wash the sweat off your face. So I keep that with the water tank. The pail that I had, I donated to painting the van, so I need to go buy a new pail that I can use for a shower. But we got a backup camera here. The screen doesn't work for it anymore, so got to either order a new screen or install a new backup camera. But this one was nice because it had solar panels. It completely battery and then wireless between the two. Didn't have to run any wires. So yeah, this is Bertha. This is probably a really boring video, but it's my little piece of happiness. So thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe. See you in the next one.